Please welcome to the stage, Tony Robbins!
Stage Presence Mastery Series, I'm Mallory. Tony Robbins, in this video that we're going to break down, teaches a master class in audience training. Have you ever wanted to get your audience to do stuff, but you've been afraid? This is the top level of that. So we're going to break down how he does it. He also talks about how to get out of your overthinking, obsessively judgmental brain and into presence, which is good for you as a performer as well. We're going to see how he does it and how he teaches it. If you are a musician, speaker, stage performer, follow along. In this series, we're breaking down performances from well-known artists and performers and speakers to see what we can learn and what we can apply to our own performances. So let's do it. The GOAT, Tony Robbins priming exercise. What does Tony Robbins do for 15 minutes from the stage with the audience? Okay, we want to look at two things. What is this priming exercise? Why does this exist? And what do you have to do if you are the Tony Robbins on stage? You are the presenter, performer on stage going, I want to train the audience in something that we're going to take part in, a priming exercise over 15 minutes. What is required of you to lead it, and what is it? So let's start with Tony and what it requires to lead it. Instructions and command. These are the rules of audience training. You have to know what you want them to do and say it to them clearly enough that they don't have to go, I don't get it. And you have to give them command. Now this is where people get hung up and they go, it's overbearing to continuously tell an audience to take part. I don't want people to be bothered by that. Oh, no? Didn't you email someone to get on to the elevated space that you're speaking on, performing on? And didn't you say to the audience, you guys should come sit here and I'm going to tell you some things? And they went, okay. And now they're sitting there and you go, I don't want to bug you. You already bugged me. You already said, can you show up? You're going to stand on an elevated space they built on planet Earth and share things with me. What do you, and now you don't want me to, that doesn't make sense. And so they go to another elevated space where there's someone with some bravery. So that's where people get hung up on the command thing. I don't want to be overbearing. Be overbearing. Here's why. The people that don't take part won't take part. And the people that will, they will. So you go, everybody clap your hands. Nice and cliche. And some people do. And you go, clap your hands, let's go. Clap your hands. And some other people go, all right, there's confidence, I like that. And you go, let's do it. And you look at someone who's not and you go, you clap your hands. And they go, no. And you go, come on. And they go, no. And you go, all right, respect. Right? The people that won't. Why does that bother your ego? Who cares if they don't, right? Cat died this morning. You didn't even realize that. And he's like, I'm not in a hand clapping mood, bro. And so you go, fine. So the people that will. Okay, so Tony is training this audience in what? In a pre-show ritual. How cool is this? And this is why we're going to break this down. He's leading them in the type of thing that you need to be leading yourself in before you get on the stage. So what is this for, what he's doing? It's to get the audience systematically, and this is why the pre-show ritual exists for you as well, out of the judgment center and the measuring, judging brain and into presence, where vulnerability is available and risk is available. And it'll make it so that this audience for Tony can take the leadership and the guidance and the motivation. He's putting them in a state to feel free enough to be led. Does that sound like your job? Yes, it is your job. You asked to be on the elevated space on planet Earth because you wanted to lead people in an experience to feel a bit free again, to let go of fear a little bit, to get them out of their own judgment center, right? And here we are.
3 more sets of 10, eyes closed, here we go.
Okay, so look what he's doing, right? Starting with physiology, get into the body and out of the head. You know this from exercise, from running, from the gym, right? So you go running and you run for a little bit and your brain is on fire because of the horrors of life and your body has no energy at all and you begin to run. and your body gets energy. And your brain cuts in, doesn't it, and starts screaming at your body. That's good. That's enough. We don't want to go past the comfort zone. And you go, no, 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 no. We're doing this for the body, not for you. And you keep going, and the body goes like this, and the brain loses a bit of energy. And then it gets to kilometer 6, and your brain goes, that's way more than enough. We're uncomfortable, we're uncomfortable. And you go, it's not for you, bro, okay? And so you keep going. And at some point, this happens. That happens. Now you have more body energy in your physical body than you do in your brain. And you have confidence and presence and access to the white light of the universe all of a sudden. You could call the president when you get out of the gym because you've systematically led yourself in this process of getting out of the judgment center and into the body.
And now it's time to give ourselves 3 gifts. 3 moments of our life we could feel grateful for, one at a time.
Okay, step 1 now. Now he goes from physiology into gratitude. He was using the tool of the body and focusing there. Now he's using the tool of the mind, and he's saying, focus your mind on 3 moments, and he's going to hang out with all of those moments until they become emotions. 3 moments in your thinking that you're grateful for. Play the movie in your head.
That's it. Step in your body as if you were
Stock
there.
footage, cool.
And see what you saw then now.
Listen to how much he believes in that. That's it. That's it right there. Got some criers, right? Why?
Breathe the way you breathe when it feels
Picture something you're grateful for and then take your brain there in this nice vulnerable state. You're already in the body, not in the mind. And it's going to conjure real emotion. He wants to get them to gratitude, which is a feeling and not a thought. But he's using the mechanic and the tool of thought. Picture something you're grateful for. Make it real in your mind so that it gets real in your body and in your feelings and in your emotions. And he's taking them through 3 moments systematically to get them into that space.
Now, we're going to take 3 minutes and do that little blessing or prayer. Imagine, as you breathe, you're taking in white light or gold light or ice blue light through the top of your head.
Very cool, right? So he's talking about healing, the spiritual energy, fears, emotions. He's getting you to bring it down. He's leading them, guiding them in this pre-show ritual, audience training moment to bring the blue light in and fill you up. What does that mean? Whatever you want it to mean, but it means something to somebody. And now he's going, now shove it out there. Now push it out into the audience. And you think about your own pre-show ritual. Get into the spiritual space, the energy, the presence, and then also visualize sending that out. Wouldn't that make you less afraid of the audience? To go, you have this too, instead of, oh, there's them, there's them. We don't want to be afraid of them, right? We're trying to lead them.
Filling you up, making the best part of you. Another one from the top through you, healing your mind, your body, your emotions, cleansing it, strengthening you. The best parts of you, your passion, your love, your determination, your joy, and bring it back out again. Shh. Bring it to your heart and send it again to those you love and those you know and are beginning to.
So look at this. Tony Robbins has a designed moment in his show right here, right? That he has rehearsed and designed. And this is what we do. We have planned moments. I want to do this little thing in my show. All right, well, design it and rehearse it until you know what it is, and then you can present it. This is this. This is a moment in the show. And he has went, okay, I'm going to bring the spiritual blue light down. I'm going to cleanse myself of everything, my fears and everything. I'm going to send it back up into the cosmos. I'm going to bring it down again into my heart. I'm going to send that out to everybody else in the external world or in the conscious plane, if you like. And he's decided that. He laid in bed and said, okay, he had a notepad from the spirit, cleanse the body, back up probably, I think, and then heart, and then out. That's good. And he told his wife, he went, babe, it's that shit, ho, ha. And she went, you've been trying to get that, and you got it. And he goes, I got the moment now. Then he rehearsed that, and now he's doing it on stage as part of his crowd training moment. Isn't that cool? A designed moment.
3 to thrive. What are 3 outcomes, 3 goals that they're no longer goals. You're going to experience them as done. And you're going to celebrate the victory. See it, feel like it's done and giving thanks.
Look at this. She had this deep breath in. She's clenching her heart. Look, where's she right now? She's in the space that he's been asking her to go to. Look, the audience is a reflection of you. Right? So what you give them, they give back to you. This whole cliche of I like to feed off the energy of the audience. Who begins that process, that transaction? The artist, the performer, the speaker has to do that. And it's a reflection. So Tony believes in this stuff. And so this young woman gets to believe in this stuff as well. And look at, she has disappeared into her heart, into her spirit, loving life right now, led by the performer. Look at this.
And you're seeing the impact for yourself and others you care for. And you're so grateful for it all.
Look at this woman here. Look at this. Oh man, I love this. Like, this guy's enough, that's great. But look at, she's got this. She's agreeing with her spirit in this shot. Look at.
And you're so grateful for it all.
She's agreeing with herself. You know what that means? That she has unlocked the higher mind through his leadership, by the way. And she's having this conversation. Yeah. You can't do that from the ego, because the ego will be going, what? We don't do this. We don't cry in public. We don't sit beside a guy named Randy and cry in public, right? Your ego will go, remember when we peed our pants in second grade, right? This is the higher mind, because she's in the spirit, the vulnerable place. And she's nodding her head like she is full of the blue light. That really is life-changing. So imagine you did this twice a day. I do this twice a day, 5 minutes or so, to really connect. And you can get to that space, and then I've got 4 hours where I feel free because of that 5 minutes. This is also amazing for the matching energy that happens. Again, the audience is a reflection of the performer, right? So what you give, they give you back. And so when you give them energy that is peaceful, calm, spiritual, eyes closed, they'll go, great, and they'll feel comfortable in that place. And if you give them crazy high energy, then they'll feel comfortable in that place. But it's always this kind of push and pull from the performer on stage in their mind going, what am I supposed to be doing? I don't know. Give them something deliberate so they can give it back to you. But all of the, what is this? What is this? That just means the audience is going, what is this? What is this? If they're a reflection, right? If you're confused, they're confused. If you're stressed, they're stressed. If you're internal and shoegazing during your song or your speech or whatever, you can expect that energy from them. And if you give them that confidently, then they can confidently close their eyes and put their head down and vibe out to whatever you've got for them.
Find yourself opening your eyes when you're ready, rising up, and stretching slowly when you're ready. And start to feel the energy in you.
So this is where it gets awesome. So now he's got them out of their seats. Why? Let's up the energy. Where do you take it if we want to go to the next level? Well, dynamically, we haven't gone up to the big space yet. There hasn't been yelling and dancing and this kind of thing. It's been all very, very soft dynamically. Now they're standing up. Now he's got the arms wide. The dynamic is raising now, right? Because if you want to maximize on this effort to get them vulnerable, get them even more physical. We started with the small physical. Here's the big physical. See, now he's getting riled up. Now he's getting louder. That's the same as volume and dynamic range. Right? Now he's got the audience's arms up. You can't get them to do that in the first minute. It has to be at the 15-minute mark when you've warmed them up. Remember that. You got to train that audience, and they're going to take incremental risks. They're not going to be dancing song 1, but you can get them dancing by song 5. If you warm them up systematically. So that was amazing because it was two things. It was looking at a performer do an audience training moment, and the moment itself was a pre-show ritual as far as our terms are concerned. So Tony had to do instructions and command to guide them. That is the job of the artist, to believe in themselves and then give the instructions and the command, right? And then he's guiding them in the same experience that you're guiding your audience in, to remember that they can feel free and experience in freedom, because they have suffocated their self-expression because of the horrors of life that have shoved them into fear like everybody else has. This is a moment to guide them out of that. That's what you're doing too, right? Over the span of your performance, you're getting that audience to feel a little bit freer. That's what they're doing there. Can you show me? And you go, yeah. And then you show them something. And if you believe in it and you can guide them, then they can feel freer. That's the whole point.